Hello, welcome back to A Guy with Good Gear, and today, as promised, I'm going to be reviewing the Opinel number 10. The first thing you notice when you pick up the Opinel, any Opinel, is it's extremely light. The handle is all wood, there's no line or anything, it's just a piece of beech wood, I think is what they call it. Some type of a hardwood. It's pretty tough in my experience. I've had it for a month or two now. Been using it quite a bit. And yes, it's very light. The overall length is 9 inches, but yeah, for a blade that long, or for a knife this big, it's extremely light. Yeah, the handle length is 5 1/4 inches, and then the blade length there is 3 3/4 inches long, so you're getting quite a substantial knife if you compare it next to the Buck 110 here, which I think has a 3 1/4 inch long blade. The 110, anybody who's picked up a 110 knows that this is a chonkin knife. It's heavy, but the Opinel is significantly lighter than just about any knife you'll pick up. They have a couple different steel options. The carbon, which I think they sell more of those probably than their stainless steel, and I did get a carbon. That's because that's all that Lee Valley had. Lee Valley sells them for $25, I think, 25 or 30, depending on which model you get. The number 8, which is the most popular, is 2 sizes smaller than this, so that has a 3 1/4 inch blade, so I'm assuming the number 9 would have a 3 1/2 inch long blade. Yeah, it's a good knife overall. It has the collar lock that Opinel is famous for. That's probably their best known feature, and you can lock it open, or you can lock it in the open position here, and it's not going to close on you. No wiggle to be expected. It's fairly stiff to open and whatnot. You probably don't need the collar lock if you're just doing a quick cut and you're cutting some baler's twine or something like that. It's a pretty sharp knife here. I can take the notes from the last video. It hasn't been sharpened in a while. Actually, it's not doing too bad. Yeah, you can see it's kind of catching there. It came a little bit like that, but not too bad. You can lock it. You can lock it closed like this. You can see it's got the cutout here. I don't know why they bother making you lock it closed. I'm gonna guess that it's probably health and safety or something like that got to them. There's no need to. It's never gonna come open in your pocket. It's a fairly stiff knife, and you can see that so little of the blade actually sticks out. Like what's it gonna catch on? It's not gonna catch on anything. If you compare it to the Buck 110 here, look at how much of that sticks out. You don't need the nail nick on here. With a bit of practice, this thing weighs so much, you can just take and flick it open like that. The weight of the handle will bring the blade out. Yeah, but the Opinel is a very good knife. I would recommend any collector pick one up, use it. It's a good user knife. Anybody who's just getting into knives, looking for their first knife, it's, like I said, it's like a $30 knife, but it is a very solid $30 knife. You don't usually find those, but it's a very good knife. Maybe go with a bit of a smaller size if it's your first knife. It's light, it's strong, it's cheap, so if you don't like it, it's not like you blew a whole bunch of money. It's not like you're spending like a whole bunch of money, like you spend $200 or more on your Benchmade 940, which a lot of people seem to think is the best EDC knife ever made. But it has S30V, and this has, I don't know what this has. It has something. Has some type of steel. So yeah, it's a good overall knife. And yeah, the only thing that I didn't mention in the other video yesterday is pretty excited. I think once Case releases their Kinzu, I'm going to be doing a review on that. I think I'm going to be purchasing it. I'm very excited for that. It's got S35 steel in it, and it's only $140 Canadian, or 115 American, which is, I thought for sure it'd be over 200 for steel like that, and it's a very thick knife, so it's quite a lot of steel too. So I definitely recommend taking a look at that. The knife they're releasing at the same time as it, the Marilla, I think is what it's called, won a Blade Show award, and it's been out for, I don't know, a month maybe, a week, I can't remember. But definitely go take a look at that. I don't know if they have pre-orders out or not, but recommend looking at that. And next week, I think I will be doing a comparison between the 110 here and the Opinel, seeing which one is better, which one's more useful, and just in general, which one's a better knife. Be doing a review. Go watch last night's video if you want to find out what's coming up in the future. Yeah, until then, have a good day.